To the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing here, Purdy. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys at 10-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On second down, McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. Hey, computer.
Lance going to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Set, ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And we're down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Lance hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Cowboys make over 3 downs at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case,
he's got it at the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. In the final final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll run left with Pollard. Oh, able to avoid him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake, Prescott out to his left. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 3, second and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Purdy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun now with Purdy. Looking deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Out on the right, this is Cruz.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Pollard. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
A good pickup there of 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Slide for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now on first down, it's Purdy. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy, open man is Samuel, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Purdy, big fourth down play. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions. It nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark
to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile,